So we're just gonna sit here and snipe the rest of these guys. A few of them may be in their jet mode, so you can, I guess you can snipe them if you want to. It'll take the same amount of shots as whatever weapon you have more ammo for, I guess. There'll be one of these guys down here behind that deployable cover. Taking forever to expose himself. I just decided to say screw it, and I'm going to fly over there. Now, after you've thinned out the enemies significantly enough, if you decide to pull off some fancy flying, you can fly past them and past this waterfall right here into this secret area that has one of the Autobot collectibles as well as 2 overshields. So now we have an overshield and we have a better vantage point to fight these guys. And they won't really be able to see them all that well through the waterfall, or I guess it's an energon, raw energon waterfall, or whatever they call it. But so raw energon fall or whatever. But your thermo rocket launcher should be able to lock onto the jets just the same. And so I decided I'm already past those guys. I don't really need to kill all of them. So let's move on to the next room. It's gonna be an EMP shotgun on this side of the room, and a neutron assault rifle on this side of the room. So those are some good weapons, but we're going to stick with what I got. I'm going to pick up the neutron assault rifle just to dump out its ammo, though, on these guys in this next room here. There's guys on the turrets up there, and you're better off just sniping them because they're just sitting ducks up there. There's really nothing blocking the turret operator from getting shot in this game, unlike some games that have turrets. He's pretty exposed. But yeah, I'm just going to dump out all the ammo in these in this neutron assault rifle on these soldiers here, which will take a lot more hits than the scouts will, so we're already almost out of ammo for this thing. That's one thing that kind of bothers me about a lot of weapons in this game is that you don't seem to pick them up with full ammo, and I can't imagine why that is. Like if you find a fresh weapon, it should have full ammo when you first pick it up, but that's just me. Maybe I got too used to in Vanquish picking up another of that same weapon and getting full ammo for it instead of just a small increment of ammo. But you were a lot more trigger happy in that game, I guess. But eventually, once I've thinned out the enemies over here, I'm going to try to fly up past where this turret is, because I failed a landing up there the first time. And I can go ahead and use it on the guys remaining out here, but I'm going to go ahead and take it inside because there's going to be guys coming after me. There's a couple guys with the overshields here, and I don't want them to get any shots on me while I have my back turned on the turret there, so I'm just going to rip it right off and go kill them. Might be some more guys hiding in here. They're holding up our 2 allies from coming into this room. Got some more grenades. I probably won't be able to show off the last remaining 2 grenade types until the next couple missions, but whatever. We've got half of them. In this room is going to be apparently 3 guys with overshields, which the turret will absolutely decimate, so you don't have to worry about their overshields.
Nothing will stop me. Blast those locks.
We have to blow this door open, apparently. We have to do all the work around here. I find it funny that Starscream is ordering them around, and yet we're playing as Starscream and we're doing all the work. But that's the way it goes. The leader of each team is the one who gives all the orders, but if you're playing as the leader, you just kind of have to do it yourself. Now you could use up all the ammo in this turret and then go pick up this other one right here, but there's not really going to be another encounter, so I really don't need it. So now that we're in this room, we're going to have to move around these contraptions to get the dark energon bridge working. Or right now it's just a regular energon bridge, but we're going to go change that here in a minute. Switch right here. And it's jammed, so we got to shoot the locks whenever they appear. Okay, it should be good now. I think. Let's try it again. Okay, they're moving.
The Autobots have booby-trapped this room. Fools!
Oh, great, a force field. Well, it looks like we have something else to shut down, and this time we're gonna have to go follow these power cables here to the power boxes that we have to shoot and destroy. This one right here is on the ground, and it's really close, so you can just go up and melee it. The other two are in kind of weird locations, but you can trace the glowing conduit back to where the box is. So they're not that hard to find. I mean, this is as close to puzzle solving as this game actually has. It's pretty light on the variety of content in it. It's basically just nothing but combat, but that's not necessarily a bad thing if it's done well, which it is. So now that that's all taken care of, now we can finally move these things into position.
The side terminals are showing power levels of maximum.
We are but one click away from activating the full power of the Energon Bridge!
Thank you for giving me my switch back.
I did it! Look at all that power flowing! Onward, Decepticons!
Okay, so the Energon Bridge is online. Now time to go infect it with Dark Energon.
An unknown energy signature nearby.
More flying sequences.
Then we are close. The
Like I said, there'll be a lot of stuff you'll have to dodge in here, like those batteries right there, but it's easy enough. Alright, so we're at the core of the Energon Bridge, so let's go infect it with Dark Energon.
I've had enough of your readings! Use Dark Energon and corrupt the machine! Whoa! What's happening? Destroy this new
Alright, it looks like it's resisting, so we have a boss battle to fight against the defense machine here. It's protecting the core of the Energon Bridge. And it's a simple enough boss at first. Basically all we have to do is shoot these weapon systems on the side here. They'll shoot out these homing projectiles at us, and which seems pretty easy. You can just kind of hit it repeatedly with your jet machine guns. You can pretty much stay in your alt mode the entire time throughout this. But if they hit you, they do a significant amount of damage, especially on hard, apparently, which is what we're playing on. And eventually, once you've taken them down, it'll start sweeping the area with these beams of death, which if they touch you, they will kill you very quickly. And if you just kind of have to follow them instead of trying to dodge them, going the opposite way, just pick one and go in that same direction that one is going in, and you should be able to follow it and dodge it like that. But then the core will expose itself, so we can shoot at that with our machine gun until it resets itself. Now I have to fight these things again. Yeah, as far as playing on hard goes, see, these things take out nearly a whole bar of health. There is health down here in these giant crates, though, if you want some. But be sparing with it, because there's only a certain amount there. But hard in this game, it's not really all that hard of a game, to be honest. Like, I haven't been talking that much about strategy so far, but there are a lot of, like, BS moments where the game just, like, you just drop dead all of a sudden from a guy sneaking up behind you or whatever. So there can be some major BS moments where the game just decides to kill you off, but for the most part it's not really that hard of a game. If you're experienced with third-person shooters, that is. Alright, so we dodge those beams again, and we're getting ready to shoot at the core again. This is the second of 3 rounds, so we have it about half dead, or a little more than half dead actually. It's 2/3 dead now because it's only 3 rounds. Okay, so this is where things get a little crazy.
Who cares? Just be ready for it.
First of all, the floor, which looks like there's lava coming up beneath of it, will break open. And so now if we wanted to transform, we couldn't, because we don't have anywhere to stand aside from at the very edge there where the health is. And so now we're just going to start zooming around the place using our boost and jet mode like crazy, trying to dodge these random projectiles coming out of the, I guess that's some form of energon. Pretty much any kind of substance on Cybertron can be energon in some form. They can just invent a form of energon that it is. Now, this is where it gets really crazy, because the beams will appear, and then you'll just have to kind of sit in front of them and wait for them to pick a direction and start moving in that direction. Now, I was very lucky I didn't die there trying to go after that health. I just picked up the health, and that's what sustained me there before I died, because I actually passed through that beam to get the health. So we gotta follow these beams. Both of them are going in the same direction now, and then they'll flip over and go the other way. And then the second time they do this, they'll split off again and go in 2 different directions, and then we'll just follow one. I usually go with the bottom one. Then they'll shut off. Yeah, that's a lot more crazy than the previous times, and it's probably the only really hard part about the fight. Other than that, this was pretty simple. So let's go ahead and finish off the core. Oh, that was easy enough.
Something's happening!
Yes!
Yeah, you won't be resisting any more corruption now.
Starscream! To the surface, Decepticons!
Alright, mission accomplished. We infected the Energon Bridge with Dark Energon.
The machine is out of control!
It must be a side effect of the Dark Energon!
This is kind of a cool sequence here, flying out of these catacombs with the Dark Energon spikes coming out. If I wasn't... Maybe I could make this look a little more elegant if I wasn't hitting them so much. But they do appear very sporadically, and you don't have a lot of room to dodge them. Not that you're at risk of dying or anything.
Got it! The Energon Bridge is activating!